I'm really excited about today's workout because we have an all new 15-minute mini band workout. So this is a mini band right here. It's one of these loop bands. So if you have one of these at home, we're going to be putting it to good use today. And if you don't have a mini band, you can still follow along to these exact same exercises. The intervals for today are going to be 1 minute of work followed by 15 seconds of rest. We're going to have our warm up at the beginning and our cool down at the end so you can follow right along. Let's get started. All right, so we'll just put that mini band to the side while we get stretched and warmed up. We're gonna start with toe touches for the first one. So just alternating toe touches, stand up tall at the top, exhale, reach down, inhale, up high, and we're just stretching the hamstrings to get going here. So take your time. As you start to loosen up, you can reach a little further and further down. Very nice. Let's go for 2 more. Take your time. Stand up tall. 1 more. And nicely done. We're going to go into alternating knee pulls. And if you can't do this one, what you can do is just a standing march on the spot. But if you can get there, you can pull, hold for a second, and try to switch back and forth. Good stretch into the hips and legs. Very nice. Again, I'm sneaking in some balance there, which is always great to practice. So let's keep switching back and forth with a couple more. And let's go for final 2. Final 1. And nicely done. Nice shoulder warm up. We're gonna go into shoulder flexion and extension. So 1 arm up, 1 arm down, and switch back and forth. Here we're getting a good squeeze in behind, squeezing those shoulder blades back in behind. And we'll keep going back and forth. So it's mostly a lower body and core focused workout. There is one exercise in there that's a little bit of upper body. But let's continue with our stretches here. Let's go for just 2 more and let's grab our mini band and let's get set up for it. So depending on the mini band that you have, mine is a little looser, so I'm actually going to put it just by my ankles. If you have a tighter band, I suggest putting it just below the knees. Above the knees would be the easiest one. So if you do have a tight band, if you want to make these exercises a little bit easier, put it above your knees, okay? But you can test it out to see what works best for you. Standing side step. Here's where we're keeping some resistance in this band right now. We're working the legs, we're working the glutes. We're gonna go for 1 minute. Side step, or it's called the monster walk, left and right. And what you want to do here is add this partial or mini squat into it. So if you're standing up tall, it's going to be a little easier. So you want to make it more challenging just by slightly bending your knees, sending your hips back, and nice controlled steps, left and right. You can already feel it right here. You can even put your hands right there on the side of the hips, on the side of your butt. That's where you want to focus on working. A few more seconds. You're doing great. For our next exercise, we're going to go into just a step to the back. Okay, so just a small step. Most of that weight is going to stay on that front leg. We're going to do 30 seconds on the right, 30 seconds on the left. Let's go for it. So step to the back. It's just a tap. Tap and back. So most of this weight, most of the weight of your body is right here. You're not stepping all the way back like that. So stay right here, step and switch. We're always using the same side, same leg, and I'll tell you when to switch legs. Very nice. And now we'll switch, same thing on the other side. So again, with that band a little higher, if you have a tighter band, it's just gonna go just above your knees. You can find a comfortable position, one that works for you. Really working the glutes here on both sides, especially this front leg, staying nice and strong and stable. And great job. For our third exercise, is one we've done a lot before, but adding this band adds a bit more resistance, especially if it's up above or below the knees. And we're doing just regular squats. So I'm gonna adjust this one and I'll put it just below my knees like that. And here, this band wants to pull your knees in. So what you wanna do is focus on pushing the knees out. Take your time with your squat. Inhale down, exhale up. And on the next round, I'm gonna add a bit of a twist to this one to make it even more challenging. On your squats, focus on your form. Go down as low as you're comfortable with going. If you can't get down to 90 degrees, that's fine. You can still work the hips, push the knees open. You don't want those knees caving in like that. Inhale down and exhale up. Great job. You want to add some more resistance by even holding a weight. Maybe you're ready for it, you can go for it. Very nice. Let's go for 2 more. Last one. Now we're gonna go down onto the floor for the next exercise. So we'll keep this band either above or below the knees, and you're gonna be on your knees. This exercise is called a fire hydrant, and you can probably guess why they're called a hydrant. We're lifting up to the side for 30 seconds. You're in this nice tabletop position, hips over top of the knees, shoulders over top of your hands, core is strong. We're lifting and back down. We're going 30 seconds each side. All these exercises in a row, definitely a challenge. Here you're gonna feel those glutes and hips working on both sides. 3, 2, 1, and nicely done. I'll flip over here so you can get a better view, and we're switching sides. Same thing on the other side. Lift, pause, back down. Lift, pause, back down. And my glutes are on fire. Breathe. So exhale up, inhale down. Last one. And nicely done. Just gonna shake it off, give your wrists a bit of a break here because we're doing plank for the next exercise. So here's how you can modify it. You can do an elbow plank, or you can do an arm straight plank. And maybe if you're not ready for a plank, you can do the bird dog, okay? So the bird dog would be this one, extending right arm, left leg, like that. But if you can, you're here with me, we're doing a plank. So the band doesn't really come into play too much for this one. So we're just doing this high plank position. We've done plank before, so we're gonna push it here. We're gonna try to aim for 1 minute. If you're not ready to do this plank, you can also do a kneeling plank, okay? Another great alternative. But we're holding here. You can also do the elbows. Elbows is gonna be a bit more challenging. But here we're working the core, upper body strength as well. But you've got it. Keep holding. And breathe. Almost there. 5 seconds. You can do it. 4, 3, 2, 1, and nicely done. So great job on that plank. We're gonna go here now over onto your back. Let's use this band, and it can go above or below the knees. And we're gonna be doing a bridge. So let's get set up. Feet about hip width apart. You should be able to almost reach your heels. And from here, we're going and bridging, pushing the hips up. We're kind of pushing the knees open against the band and come back down. We're squeezing the core and squeezing the glutes. This is where you should feel it, right here in behind. Up and squeeze, let's go for it. And so you're gonna exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. Let's keep it up. And nicely done. So great job. Take your time coming back up onto your feet. And we're gonna do one more round. So we're gonna start back over with our side step, left to right. Let's go for it. Step to the left, step to the right. So one more round, you can do this. So great exercises for strengthening, especially the hip area, the glutes, the core, which is so important. So always keep a bit of resistance in the band by never bringing your feet all the way together. So keep that resistance. You're still in your partial squat stance. Place the hands right here. This is where we should be feeling it in the sides, right there. Let's keep it up. So important to have strong glutes. Helps protect your spine, your lower back, increases your overall leg strength. They're not just for looks, having nice glutes. All right, and nicely done. Just kind of shake it off for a second. Take a deep breath. We're gonna go into that standing step back for the next one. So just one side at a time. And I'll tell you when to switch sides. I feel like this is the one that burns the most. Keep going. And nicely done. Let's switch other side. Almost there. Last one, and time. Nicely done. So now for this one, I'm gonna bring the band up a little higher. We're gonna go into our squats. And this is the one where I said I would make it a little bit more challenging. Let's go for it. So we're gonna add a pulse at the bottom. So we're gonna come down, 1, 2, come back up. 1, 2, come back up. You're still pushing your knees open. Very good. Core should be strong, always on your squats. Always think about quality. Quality repetitions is what we're looking for, getting the most out of every repetition. You can bring the arms up here if you'd like. Also holding a weight is a great way to make it more challenging. I'm gonna make it even harder for you. You can continue with your squats if you are not able to do this one, but we're just gonna try to here at the bottom, push the knees in and out to finish this one off. Let's go for 10 more seconds. Stay right here, push the knees in and out. Keep going. I'm gonna push you a little longer. 5, 4, keep going. 3, 2, 1, and time. Great job. We're down now onto your mat, and we're gonna do the fire hydrant, so lifting out to the side. And we can go for it right away. Lift, pause, back down. Keep your core strong, strong arms and shoulders too. You're not bending at the elbows, arms are straight. Let's go for 2 more. 1 more. And very good. We'll switch. Same thing over on the other side. Just gonna flip over here and let's go for it. Couple more. Very good. Final one. And nicely done. Just kind of shake it off. Give your legs a little break, give the arms a little break before we go back into our plank. Here we go. You can do arm strain, you can do elbows. You can do the bird dog if you'd like, which was this one. Extending right arm, left leg. So I don't need the band for this one. And we're planking. Let's go for it. So 1 minute of planking is really challenging, okay? If you need to break it up, you do that. So you can start with 10, 15, 20 seconds at a time. So many times I've done that with clients where we just start with 15 or 20 seconds. After a few weeks, they're doing 30 seconds or even a minute. But perfect starting way is if you can do maybe 10, 15 seconds. If you need to stop, reset, just kind of shake it off. Here we go again. You definitely don't want to be feeling this plank in your lower back. You want to keep your core strong. If you feel it in your lower back, I'm going to ask you to stop. But let's keep pushing through if you can. Almost there. And time. Nicely done. So great job there. And we're going to continue progressing with our planks. All right. We're here on our back. Final exercise. We're going to go into the bridge. So for this one, putting the band up a bit higher. You're on your back. You should be able to almost touch the heels. Feet are hip width apart. Squeeze up. Come back down, but don't rest at the bottom. Come right back up. Here's where you can pause and squeeze at the top. Down, right back up. Go for it. Remember to always exhale up, inhale down. This whole midsection here should be strong, core strong. You're not overarching and overextending at the lower back. Coming up high enough just to squeeze the glutes and back down. Let's go for last one. And nicely done. So great job. So that completes our mini band workout. We're going to take this band off and just finish off with a quick cool down. So we're going to be here on your back and we're going to go into pulling both knees up towards your chest. And here you can just kind of gently rock the knees side to side and we'll just hold and breathe. So take one more deep breath, come on up, and that completes our mini band workout. So thank you for joining me for this one. Great job today, and I'll see you again soon for the next workout.